Mechanical assistance is not the devil. That also looks like witchcraft and runes to me, but alright, fine, sure.
Yes, I'm sure you're very happy that I finally caved.
Yes, I am. This is going to help you, damn it. How do you feel?
Dirty.
Mechanical assistance is not the devil. That also looks like witchcraft and runes to me, but alright, fine, sure.
Honestly, yeah, it does kind of look like a bunch of runes.
And you do them in the right combination, and it makes a thing. This is sorcery, is what it is.
Okay, so quick update before I start sewing. All that knife pleating I did the other day has been completely redone into just straight pleats. I just took a look at it after I finished, and there was just something really uneven, and it just didn't look as clean as it does now. So I just went back through all of those diagonal pleats and straightened them out. And I also gave the pleats some length, so it's they're a little bit longer than 4 inches. Now that that's all done and I'm happy with the look, straight pleats all the way across, I have all of this to sew down. What I did was I went ahead and I just rush bought a beginner sewing machine on Amazon. And did I buy this machine strictly to help me get through this project? Yes. And did I have it rushed here with 2-day shipping? Also yes, but I definitely need some help with this particular project because hand sewing these pleats is going to take forever. But I have been practicing with the machine and watching a lot of how-to videos. So I think I'm at a point now where I'm comfortable hooking this up and sticking it onto my precious tartan. We're going to move into the kitchen onto the table and we're going to see how that goes. Fingers crossed. So I'm going to take a quick break right here and just assess how it looks so far. Well, the pleats are in at least, and the world is still spinning, so not a big deal, not the end of the world. Also not perfect. You can see where I've made the chalk marks here, and it's not quite aligned, and the seam itself is kind of at an angle where they should be really close up to the fold here. I've gone and just am having some trouble just keeping it lined up. But for now, I suppose it will do. It's the pleats will function, so that's really all I can ask for. Alright, so it's only been a couple of minutes since I turned the camera off, and already I have an update. The needle bent as I was sewing. It just completely bent. I'm going to try to zoom in here. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, the needle is definitely bent, so I was trying to unscrew this part to change it out. And the key came completely off. This part is just loose now, and I'm having trouble pulling the needle itself out. Yeah, all in all, I wouldn't call this a great investment so far. Indeed, the project was proving to be more difficult than I hoped for. Complications sprung up one after another. It became easier to tackle these obstacles off camera. After wrestling with the machine all day, I finally finished pleating the skirt, and it would be on to creating the waistband. Quick update before I proceed. Today is Thursday, which gives me 2 days until the games, but we leave tomorrow, so really I only have all of today and tomorrow morning to complete this. So I have the waistband, it's been pressed, and there's interface on the inside, and it's pressed on and clipped on. So it's time to sew. Here's the inside. I miscalculated a little bit about the waistband. It came up a little short, so I pieced on one more panel. And it goes all the way across to this side. But what I want to do first, instead of machine sewing, I'm going to hand sew these edges, just to give it as precise a fit as possible here on the edges. And then I have, same as Randy's kilt, I'll be adding these nice big snaps onto the edges here and here. There's not much left to do now that the pleats are complete. It's not very pretty on the inside, but it will hold, I think. So sew down the edges and then machine sew the waistband on all the way across. Be interesting to see how the machine handles that. I had so many complications yesterday. If I thought it was difficult to sew through 3 layers of cotton for these pleats, then the waistband was even more difficult. There was a maximum of 11 layers to sew through. That really pushed the machine's limits. Thank God I made it through the process without causing irreparable damage to the machine or the skirt. For a while, I wasn't sure if either would make it. It was so nice to return to sweet, simple hand sewing for the final steps. Hell, it was nice just to finish, period. What was it that Randy said earlier? Something about making things easier for myself? I'm not sure about that. Breaking in a new sewing machine with such a complex project was probably not the way to go, but again, I was on a deadline, and there's no turning back. In the end, it worked out very nicely. I have a skirt, and it was a steady mix of hand sewing and machine that made it possible.
Welcome to the channel, like and subscribe. Isn't that what YouTube wants us to say? Our Lords and Master at Google? Yeah,